Billy Lanahan, Training Specialist with PGI. I hope you've had time to test out the scheduling capabilities of the GlobalMeet for Desktop application. We're going to take that a step farther now. We're going to take a look at starting our audio meeting and then also utilizing the audio management tool that you can use on screen to manage your participant volumes and different features within the live audio conference itself. In order to start these tools, let's start our meeting. So we can go over to the GlobalMeet for Desktop application shortcut on our desktop, and we'll go ahead and start that up, and we'll click on the Start My Meeting button. The first thing that will appear is our ability to connect to the audio. We are given two major options for joining our audio conference, and that is receiving a callback from the audio conference on our telephone, or also receiving a callback to our computer, and you can select that right from this menu here. Today I'm going to choose to receive a callback to my telephone. I'll choose the country where I'm located, and you can use this drop down to do that. I'll also enter my telephone number, and that'll be the full 10-digit phone number for those of you who are in the US. And if I was behind an extension, I would make sure that I entered that here as well. At this point, I'll click on the button that says Connect Me, and it'll initiate that telephone call to me.
Hello, and welcome to the meeting. Please press 1, and I'll connect you. When you hear the tone, you will be the first person to join the meeting. The line will be silent until another person joins.
We've now joined the meeting by receiving a telephone call back to our phone. I haven't had to enter any 800 numbers or passcodes that I wasn't familiar with. I only entered my own telephone number and received that telephone call back. Now we're in our meeting, and you can see on screen that my participant list has my one person, which is myself, in the list. I can overtype my name here so that my telephone number doesn't appear. I'll just simply click on it and go ahead and enter my name. Across the top of the screen, you can see that we have a number of different buttons that we can utilize to manage features within the audio conference itself. If I needed to invite or send out reminders to guests who are not currently on the call, I could use my invite button and either initiate a telephone call to them from the audio conference, or I could just simply send them an email from GlobalMeet, which would contain all the dial-in telephone numbers and passcodes for them to join. I have the ability to lock and unlock my meeting, preventing additional participants from joining. I can utilize Mute All to mute all of my participants at the same time, stopping them from interfering or adding noise to the conference. And then finally, I have the button that I can click on to end my meeting, which will disconnect all audio lines from the session itself. In the participant list, we can also manage individual participants separate from the other participants who are in the room. So I can go ahead and mouse over myself, and you can see to the right-hand side, I have this little menu that appears. The first toggle button is a volume toggle button, which I can use to mute or unmute this individual line. So if I was making noise and it was coming into the conference, my active talker icon, and I'll go ahead and unmute my telephone here so you can see my line highlight orange, letting you know that I'm speaking. If I knew that this was hold music that was coming in, I could simply click on this mute button and it'll go ahead and mute that individual line, allowing us to continue with the conference without interruption. I also have this settings menu that's to the right of that volume toggle, and that settings menu enables you the ability to disconnect that particular user if they weren't supposed to be on this conference, or also if I needed to pull that user or users into a sub-conference, I could use this settings menu to move that individual line into a sub-conference to pull them aside, and the rest of the conference wouldn't be able to hear that sub-conference conversation. Anytime you do need assistance while you are on a PGI GlobalMeet call, make sure that you utilize our help menu down here on the bottom, or press *0, which will summon a PGI operator 24 hours a day, come on the line to assist you with any technical support that you may need. Go ahead and launch the audio controls on your desktop, play around with it, and run a little test call so you can become familiar with utilizing the tool to manage your meetings. We'll take a look at the settings menu in the next tutorial to learn how we can customize some of the audio settings within our meetings.